First, let us consider whether there is such a thing as desire at all. We can say that when we want things, it's because our sensory organs are stimulated via different signals by the world and body. Our brains interpret this information in various ways and then send messages to the rest of our bodies which have actions associated with them. The signals our sensory organs receive are in the form of all sorts of things: sight, sound, taste, touch, and so on. Our brains interpret this information in various ways and then send messages to the rest of our bodies which have actions associated with them. In this way, we can say that it is not the world or our bodies stimulating us to act. It is merely a series of signals that our brain interprets according to how we have evolved to understand and process information. We can also say that when we try to do something, it is because our brains have determined what actions are required for us to achieve a certain goal. So we can say that we are not driven by desire. Rather, our desires come from the way in which our brains operate. Our desires appear to be given by the world and body, but upon closer inspection, this is not so. I am not a fan of the concept of desire. I find it brings us down to our natural state as animals and leads to suffering, which is precisely what we should be trying to avoid. I believe that we need to transcend our desires. I would say this is the essence of what it means to be human. In fact, humans are different from other animals precisely because we have a higher order self-awareness that enables us to detach ourselves from our lower instincts and urges. I believe that what separates us from animals is the development of a rational mind, which enables us to think about our actions and their consequences in the future. As humans, we can take into consideration past experience, personal preferences, and goals for the future when deciding on an action. We are not born with desires, we learn to desire. I would say that a child's mind is a tabula rasa, and it learns about the world through experience and interacting with others. I believe that the main problem with desire is that it takes us away from being in the present moment. When we are consumed by a desire, such as an addiction to sex or drugs, then our mind becomes fixated on this desire. This obsession makes us lose focus on everything else in life. When we are not present in the moment, then beauty and joy can pass us by. This is because when we are lost in thought, our focus becomes limited to just one thing, the object of desire. The answer to the question is, there is no such thing as desire that can be overcome. Desire and love are inevitable. They will always remain in human experience. Do you think that desire is something that humans can overcome? No, they cannot. Humans will always be immersed in desire and love. You ask how to overcome desire. In fact, I think that it is impossible for humans to overcome their desires and love. Humans will be immersed in love and desire. There is no way out of it. Let me tell you about our human nature. Humans are always looking for happiness, joy, and love. Humans have this innate desire for joy and happiness.